What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Poppa Dozier, CampaignSG. I'm back with another video, man. Shout out everybody out there rocking with me. Hey, man, this video right here, it come from a comment I got a while back on my channel, and I've been wanting to make a video about it. It slipped my mind. I ain't gonna read it right here because I'm on the road, I'm driving, but somebody was basically just saying they looking out. They just trying to let people know, don't kill yourself behind these jobs, I'm gonna put the comment on here too. But they basically just saying how, it's people, it's somebody who work with them, they working 12-hour shifts, probably a lot of overtime, coming in on the off days, and they end up having a heart attack, I think they say, and end up dying, Then another person they say they work with had a heart attack and end up surviving. Working these long hours and stuff and just being overly consumed by the job. I know some people probably hear that and people would think like, they'll think that person over exaggerating, and they probably, feel like the person who died or the other person who caught a heart attack, they just wasn't taking care of their health. And it ain't got nothing to do with the job. But I'm telling you, like, I don't want to say I'm telling you like I just know, like, because I know it's a lot of y'all who watch my channel who way older than me, way more experience, all that. So, but I'm just saying, like, people would put these jobs before they self, like the job. But people are ruining their life behind these jobs. And you work, you got to be grateful. I'm grateful for everything I got. If I gotta bust my ass 12-hour shifts and stuff, I'm grateful to have that opportunity at this point in my life, because I know what I use a job for. But at the same time, you gotta, it still gotta be some type of end goal, or it gotta be some type of balance. But when you work at 12-hour shifts and, it ain't really no balance in that. And then, it go deeper than just the health part, like the people you love, like, just not being there. At the end of the day, you gotta make money. I'd rather have less time and more money than more time with less money. Well, I don't know, I'm 50-50 on that, because if I'm able to take care of myself, pay all my bills, take care of my family, and have time, I prefer that over having way more money and no time at all. So, but I'm saying, like, people gotta put themselves first. I really feel like people just gotta put themselves first, man, because these jobs, I ain't talking bad about no job or nothing. Like, I'm gonna keep saying, you work, you gotta be grateful for it, and use it as a stepping stool, because once you just go to living off the job and you just go to consuming yourself, adding more bills, so now you gotta work more, now you gotta kill yourself more. And then some people literally kill themselves. Man, that shit's sad, man. My grandma, I don't really want to talk about no personal shit, but I'ma just say this. My grandma worked correction for about 30 years. And growing up, that's all I remember, like her going to work night shifts. So we had so much freedom, like when I was staying with my grandma and stuff. And when you young, you don't notice how much this person putting towards this job. Like, my grandma really was like loyal to this job. She worked at TGK in Miami, if anybody know what that is. And my grandma, like, she wasn't a correction officer. Like, she wasn't on the floor dealing with inmates. She was doing the booking and stuff like that, and that was good for my grandma. My grandma from Haiti, my grandma come from Haiti, and so for her to come over here and find her career, I salute my grandma, you feel me? But almost 10 years ago, this part of the reason we moved from Miami, like really moved, because my grandma had a emergency incident, and it was like a emergency retirement. And it's a thing now that, like, my mama them tell me, like, because at this time I was like 20 years old, 19. I remember I used to have to take my grandma to all her doctor's appointments and stuff like that. I remember my grandma got in the hospital, she just wasn't the same. And she had this bad surgery, and if that never happened and my grandma kept working, they said my grandma could have died, like, and I don't know what the cause. Like, I still don't really know the full details of it, but I just know now my grandma retired. She retired early, so she didn't get her full retirement, but she good. And my grandma, she just, I don't know, man. It's just so, I don't know, man. But yeah, man, like, that shit fucked my grandma up, though, man. And just to see that type of stuff, like, I got my personal feelings towards just putting these jobs before you and your family. And, like, man, these jobs will mess you up. My other grandma just retired last year, and she slowed down so bad. It's like, I thought you supposed to be able to enjoy your life when you retire. But she doing good, though. She just turned 71, so she just retired. She did 40 years as a preschool teacher in Miami. So I got people in my family who I seen retire. My granddaddy was a longshoreman. He passed away. I don't know if that had anything to do with no job or not, but he did it for a long time. So I got people who I seen just get their whole life away to these jobs. And they never really got to fully enjoy themselves. Now you're gonna enjoy yourself the best you can. And I salute all of them because it's a different day. But it was a different day at the time. Like, my granddaddy, you a longshoreman, you the man. You working on the dock, you the man, you feel me? But it's like, man, you just can't let these jobs get the best of you. You can't let it kill you, man. Like, if I'ma bust my ass, which that's what I be doing, busting my ass to make sure shit good, I had to change my mindset, and I'm gonna use this shit as a stepping stool, man, because I refuse to live a life away from my family and kids and just, the job just become, I don't know, man. I ain't knocking nobody who live like that, but the job just, like, I had somebody tell me if they do a 16-hour shift at work, they gonna sleep in the parking lot to be back at the work on time. Just so that, I'm like, bro, this shit crazy, bro. And that shit kind of scary for me, like, just to know, like, this could be life. This could be life for the rest of your life if you don't do something about it. But you gotta do what you gotta do, though, at the same time, like, you gotta go through shit. But all that, people losing their life and dying behind these jobs, it probably wasn't taking care of their health. But when you work at 12-hour shifts, what time do you got to really take care of that? That's 60 hours a week if you're working 5 days, 72 if you're working 6 days, if I'm not mistaken. That shit, it's only, I don't know how many hours it is in a week, but it ain't that much, so, yeah, man, it's shit crazy, man. That comment, I was going through my gallery and it popped back up, and I forgot. And it's crazy because this a time where I really want to speak on this topic, because when I be like I always say, a lot of stuff I get on here and talk about, I'm talking to myself. I gotta remind myself, don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. Don't become overconsumed. Remember the plan. You go to working and stuff, you working 12-hour shifts, you got a good job, you making good money, and you will forget your whole purpose and goal because you get so comfortable. And I have to remind myself, man, comfort is like, I never want to get comfortable somewhere where at the end of the day, live in the moment and don't be grateful for where you at, and it's me talking to myself, be grateful for where you at, be present, but, don't get comfortable, like, this shit real for me, man. Like, I don't just be getting on here talking. I've been thought like this, but what I'm noticing I gotta do is live, be present in the moment. You know, because when you striving so much for something, you kind of, you know, it be hard for me to just feel happy sometimes because I'm not where I want to be. So I got to do better working on that. But at the same time, I'm not going to let myself get comfortable either. And then just seeing comments like that, man, that shit scary to just know what it could really be, you know. But I just wanted to get on here and, you know, just chop it up with y'all, man. You know, the people who still rocking with me, man, I don't know, YouTube ain't been pushing my videos out how it was, but I told myself I'm gonna stay consistent and disciplined. I'm not results driven. I'm not depending on YouTube or nothing, so I'm gonna just keep trying my best to stay consistent and live up to what I told myself, you know. So, but I do appreciate y'all who rocking with me, man. For real. CampaignSG, Poppa Dozier, I'm gone, man.